Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we're going to talk about is Joe Palacios versus Nick Walker. I don't want to call it drama, but rivalry. Healthy, very healthy rivalry. So you guys know that Nick Walker made that video in which he said that his plan, his idea, his goal for the Tampa Pro is to annihilate everybody, to embarrass everybody, to show to the world how big of a difference there is between him and everybody else doing that show. Joe Palacios didn't really reply to him, but there was a response video out there, Joe basically talking about how it's gonna be between those two guys, and it seemed like a soft response. However, that really wasn't his response. That was an older video that somebody edited, took a part of it and posted it online, and it seemed like a response. Yesterday, Joe went on Fuad's podcast and he talked in length about his rivalry, let's call it that way, with Nick Walker. So you guys go check out that podcast. It's a really good podcast as well. But I'm going to play one interesting part of this podcast for you right here, and then we're going to talk about it.
I'm 15 pounds heavier than I was last year. I did bring up everything I said I was going to bring up. So you're asking, I'm 274 pounds this morning, and right. Nick is right, like probably be around 265 on stage condition. I'll be around 260 more than likely. Just with that, I have shoulder width and stuff that he doesn't have. So just the structure is going to look different, but I have a lot of muscle with my structure. I think because of the way that bodybuilding is going, I do have a better shape than Nick. I don't think people realize my waist isn't as big as they think it is.
His waist actually doesn't look wide at all. It looks way, way smaller, way more narrow than Nick Walker's waist. In the front lat spread, same thing. Side tricep as well, for sure. Even in the abs and thighs, his waist actually looks pretty small and the abs look crazy. Now, his quads are a weak point for him, and he improved them quite a bit, but they're still a little bit weak, but I don't think they are really that small. I think his legs are massive. It's just that his shoulders are so wide, and when you have super wide shoulders like that, you kind of need to have super big legs for your proportions to look right. Now, waist on Joe Palacios definitely is not going to be an issue. Why did we think it's going to be an issue? Because in the off-season, his waist actually gets huge, massive. Like, this reminds me, this kind of looks like Eddie Hall almost, right? These photos, that's how wide his waist actually is. And when his waist is that wide and his shoulders get so wide, his legs also appear to be small, tiny. But when he gets in shape, that's really not the case. You can see even last year that his waist didn't really look that big and his abs actually looked pretty good. His legs were definitely smaller, but it seems like he improved them quite a bit. Now, what I am worried about, I mean, we're talking here about Joe Palacios, who never won a pro show in his career, beating a top 5 or top 2, top 3 Olympian, right? So I don't know if this is a realistic comparison, but it's awesome to have a rivalry like that, a build-up into the show. And this is most likely going to be the top 2. So if Joe can push Nick, and he's going to be close to him in terms of size, if he can get close to Nick, then that's going to be awesome still. But to beat him, I don't think anybody really believes that's a possibility. Now, again, he might have a smaller waist and maybe wider shoulders and probably thicker chest, maybe even bigger back. But, you know, he's kind of known for having a huge back. That was his strongest point since ever. But now I'm looking at these photos of his back double bicep here, and I know it's going to look more impressive when he's actually completely shredded and ready for the stage, but what I'm noticing here is a pretty big difference between his left side of the back and his right side of the back and of the shoulder and arm. So I'm thinking maybe it's a posing issue. Maybe he's not able to open up his left side as he's able to open up his right one, but then in the back lat spread, I can kind of see the same thing. So it seems like he has a bit of a imbalance here. I don't think this was present last year, so maybe something went wrong in the off season and his left side kind of atrophied a little. Maybe not. Again, maybe just the posing. And like he said, he is 15 freaking pounds heavier. I can definitely see that, especially in the legs from the side. That side chest, as Fuad says, is one of the best side chests in the IFBB potentially. It is extremely good. So again, I don't know if this is actually going to be a real rivalry, but for sure, Joe did progress a ton. I mean, 15 pounds of muscle for a guy of that size already. That's huge. We'll see how lean will he actually get, and is this back really going to be an issue? How are his legs going to fare against Nick Walker's legs? And as far as the waist, again, that's a really good point for him, I mean, compared to Nick Walker. So overall, this is shaping up like it's going to be something interesting, but do I think he actually has a chance against Nick? Unfortunately, no. I can't say I think that, but whatever you guys think, tell me down below. All right, now in 2 days, or less than 2 days now, we're going to see Jordan Hutchinson hit the Italy Pro stage, and he's most likely going to win that show because right now, at this point, he looks insane, guys, insane. Check out this posing video of Jordan Hutchinson. He's in crazy shape. He's so complete, man. When I'm watching him pose, I'm thinking, how the hell is this guy like not a top 6 Olympian or something? He has everything. He's so complete, and he's actually big, and he gets conditioned. I mean, he was, I believe, 11th last year, or actually 12th. Yeah, I think he was 12th. Goodwit was 10th. Behrouz was 11th, and I think Jordan was 12th. So I think this year he could actually jump and place higher. But as far as the Italy Pro, it seems like he's going to win that show, especially now that it seems like Behrouz is not going to be able to do it. Because, again, he has visa issues. How crazy is this? For a competitor of that level to have so many issues to get in so many countries, last week it was Spain, before it was the US, now it's Italy, and if he doesn't get a visa at 24 hours before this show, he won't be able to compete, and he still didn't get it. So I don't know what to say, but based on this video of him posing, look at this insanity here, man. Look at this madness. This is crazy, guys. Crazy. Now, also, if he wants to compete at a Mr. Olympia, he needs to be qualified for the Olympia at least 90 days before the show. And if he doesn't win an Italy Pro, he can try and win other shows, but it's going to be less than 90 days. So it's going to be questionable if he's going to get a visa for the US as well, which would really suck because this physique definitely belongs on the Mr. Olympia stage, and it seems like he progressed. He's not showing us his legs, which, you know, his legs are a weak point for him. They aren't terrible, especially at this point. He progressed a lot as well. But I would like to see his legs, to see how much did he actually improve them. Maybe he did, and that's why he's hiding them. He wants to surprise us, but I've been following him this prep. I don't think his legs progressed that much, but maybe I didn't think he progressed that much in the upper body as well. But now that he's finally in shape, it looks like I don't know how much he did. Maybe he was just impressive last year. I'm not sure, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this is insane. I don't know if I remember Behrouz ever looking like this. So I'm pretty sure he progressed in the upper body, so I can assume he probably progressed everywhere. And even if his legs are still a weak point for him, they're not that small, and his upper body is so insane that, yeah, I think he would still probably win the Italy Pro, but it would be a crazy battle, him versus Jordan Hutchinson. So I really hope he actually gets to that stage and competes, because if he doesn't, Italy Pro is going to be probably kind of boring, because, who is going to challenge Jordan? The only guy that could challenge him potentially is Ali Edward Carbo, and that guy is really impressive. I think he wasn't. I don't think he was judged fairly at a Spain Pro. I think he probably could have won that show. But you know how it is when you are when you're reaching that level, when you're getting to the top. They usually, keep you close to the win, but you don't really win so fast. And eventually, when you establish yourself, you start winning shows. Same thing happened with so many bodybuilders. The first example that comes to mind is Nick Zilla. I don't think he improved that much for 2025, but he won 2 shows because he was consistent, persuasive. He was competing show after show, and he started winning at one point. So I'm pretty sure Ali Edward Carbo is going to be winning shows and competing at the Mr. Olympia at the highest level. It's only a matter of time. But as far as winning these shows against Jordan, it's not very likely to happen for him to win that show. So I think Jordan is probably winning unless Behrouz actually gets that visa and competes. We'll see about that. I checked his account in the last 24 hours. He didn't tell us anything, and time is running out. So it's very likely that we won't see him on that stage, unfortunately. All right, and the last thing we got is a new update from Iain Valliere. And man, this guy got freaking huge. He's actually really massive at this point. And not just this one photo, but you can watch his videos of him training. Even when he shows up on a podcast, he just looks like a bodybuilder that he once was. And his weight right now is 275, so he's huge. He's very lean and very big for that weight, and also, I don't know how true it is, but he's talking about using all these minimal dosages, so he could be like really using small amounts of gear, and I don't think he really has any shows planned out at this point, but if he decides to compete again, he's gonna start blasting harder, and that could actually render a really competitive look. Somebody wrote in the comments here, did any of us really believe he was retiring? Once you are in this, you never mentally retire. And he replied, true. And I don't know, I felt this because you guys know that I'm kind of retired. I'm still taking gear. I mean, it's only 250 milligrams of test and some GH and a little bit of insulin, but that's about it. But still, I'm not like completely off of bodybuilding, and I don't have any plans of competing, but who the hell knows? Maybe I'll decide to prep at some point. And I'm pretty sure Iain feels the same way. I actually know he feels the same way. He talked about it so many times. He's always like, I don't have any plans, realistic plans of competing, but anything is possible. And it seems like his body is responding really well. He's huge. Again, I don't know what he would look like in the actual bodybuilding poses right now, but we'll see. It's actually very possible that we'll see this guy compete maybe next year. Probably next year, but we'll see about that. You guys tell me down below in the comment section whatever you think about this. And that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you soon, guys. All the best, and bye-bye.